Well, I was never really a big animal lover. And I was going through a difficult time in my life, and I would be walking the park and walking the beach. And I would see the animals from time to time, and I would care for them every so often. Then I started seeing the cats starting to populate, starting to have children, and I started caring more and more for them. And then I got really involved. And then this became a daily routine for me, and ensuring that these cats were properly taken care of, and they have every right to life that a human being does. They knew the amount of time and effort that it took to create this type of environment to people where people can enjoy this park themselves, along with people enjoying these animals and the benefits that they could provide to them. I think we'd have more people for them than against them. We have approximately 48 cats right now in the park. Over the 6 years, I've named each one of them individually, and we have each of them documented with the local animal hospitals here on Miami Beach. I have one doctor in particular that knows the system. He knows exactly what we're trying to do here, and we try to utilize him as much as we can. Every cat each year I take in for their annual exams, which include the checking for worms, the checking for the rabies shots, their overall physical exams, and all of their vaccines. I give them each year. During the year, every 3 months, I give them dewormers. So even though we don't have any issues with the cats here medically, I try to prevent any issues from coming in the future. This one in particular right now, we actually just released today, is we had a cat that was being fed dry food in addition to all the food that I was feeding each day. And as a result, he dehydrated, he blocked up, and was not able to pass.
He was presented to me a couple months ago. He was in a poor body state, and he had megacolon, he had chronic cystitis, he had problem urinating, and he had problem defecating.
Extensive care and rehabilitation. We have just been given the final sign of approval to release the cat back into his inhabitants, that he has no existing issues. Okay, Henry, time to go home. Go home, baby. We feed the cats each day, each morning, approximately 5 o'clock in the morning. We come out and we feed each one individually. And we do so at 5 o'clock in the morning because we want the cats to be hidden before the people start coming into the park, so they're not a nuisance to people in their daily activities. One problem that I do have, besides the people that want the cats out of here, is the people that are actually for these cats and don't really understand the process of what is happening here in the park, is they take it upon themselves to start trying to care for these animals. And where that becomes an issue is they're trying to care for these animals in a way where they're feeding them, let's say, dry food. If they're feeding them dry food, that's actually hurting these cats because it's dehydrating them. I feed a specific food each morning and a specific amount each morning, so they're nutritious throughout the day. If we have individuals feeding these cats throughout the day, let's say dry food, that's dehydrating these cats. That's blocking these cats up. And as a result, they're more prone to medical conditions. Just like any other cause, you have people that are for it and against it. And fortunately, we're on Miami Beach. We do have a lot of animal lovers, but we still do have those that wish that they were not here. Well, the biggest concern I wanted to eliminate from people's minds is the overpopulation of the park. And I'd ensure that each one of these cats are either spayed or neutered, so we don't have these cats populating here. The biggest issue I have with that, though, is some cats are being dumped into this park. The only reason that this population grows is as a result of people dumping cats into this park, because they do know the system that is taking place here, and that they feel that these cats will be properly cared for. I've been successful in getting a lot of these cats that have been dumped adopted to maintain this population, or even reduce the population that's currently here in Miami Beach. I spent a lot of time domesticating these cats as much as possible, so where they could interact with these people that are constantly in the park, and the people in the park would not be afraid to interact with these animals. The biggest issue that I have is actually finding or getting the word out there that we have cats that need to be adopted. I mean, we have a tremendous amount of people that use these cats as therapy. We have people from all around the world come in to specifically take pictures of these, photos of these cats. We have newspaper articles written about these cats. These cats are somewhat famous in their own right. I would tell them that they have every right to be here just as the humans have every right to be here.